Hey YouTube, Ghosty here, and I'm bringing you a super fun team for the Retro Cup. Now, Shadow Abomasnow works like a charm. It is so squishy, but it core breaks a lot of teams, and it just, rapid fires out its weather balls. We are running weather ball because Icy Wind, we need those fast moves, charge moves as fast as we can get them because you don't have time. Abomasnow just goes down so fast. For interest sake, 3 incinerates takes out a Shadow Abomasnow from a Talonflame. So yeah, not great. Anyways, we're pairing it with Cresselia, which is just the thickest thing I could find. That essentially is just being a third and fourth shield. We're using it to pivot and catch moves, and just set up, a farm down for Lanturn or Abomasnow to sweep late game. I want to say never shielding Crest. There might come into a time where you need switch advantage, but basically Crest is just there to soak. You want to try and catch a move on it, and then just, you know, do Crest things. Lanturn also feels very strong. There was a lot of Pelipper, a lot of Mantine, a lot of flying dragons. Let's dive straight into the battles. So Talonflame lead. So this is obviously terrible, but I'm going to do one powder snow before I dip out. Okay, now we're into Retro Cup, and they're going to bring in a Medichan, and this is not an answer for Crest, so we can flip switch here, and we really want to, because if we can put that Lanturn onto that Talonflame, then we're just primed. So yeah, it's going to be kind of easy. They're throwing Psychic, which is never the play. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of weird. They also shield. This is still early days. I don't know. This trainer's making a few mistakes, and obviously you'll see players do some bad things, but we're going to learn from the mistakes. They actually make a really nice catch here, but this doesn't matter, right? I'm just going to farm up. I should have done 2 there to get to a move, but I'm just going to bring in Lanturn. I don't care about the energy here. You're going to see because I'm going to farm this all the way down, and Incinerate does so much damage. This is going to be now double boosted, and it actually puts me a lot lower, and I'm like really committed to farming down, but look how low Lanturn got there. Obviously we come out with almost 100 energy, or maybe 100 energy, so we could have thrown a surf and saved HP. And it's Jellicent in the back, and so there's absolutely nothing this trainer can do. I'm just going to not bait here, because all we need is a shield, and we can just swap into Obama. Try to catch surf there, I don't know. And yeah, I thought I had 1 shield here, so I end up calling a bait for absolutely no reason, but the trainer does bait, thankfully. Shadow Ball would do a lot to Talonflame. Yeah, I felt like I was lagging because that charge move took forever to come through, and now we're lagging again. I think the other trainer threw his phone through the window. But anyways, GG's. Okay, Mantine lead, and I saw quite a lot of Mantine, so what I like to do here is throw 5. Okay, we're still lagging, so I throw 5 and catch. But because we got about 2 turns lag there, I throw 4 and catch on their 5, so that actually was kind of sick. They bring a Pelipper into Cress, and this is not a great matchup for Cress, but I'm happy to just get shields, right? I don't care about Cresselia at all here. So I hope this takes me out, because I don't want them to come out with a bazillion farm. I actually really want them to shield this. Yeah, you're just going to see. I'm going to completely undercharge this, because if they no shield it, I want to farm. I want more farm on Lanturn, because we absolutely wall this thing. But I want to throw the move in case they're inclined to shield it, because I think they need switch, right? So, yeah, I think we've got energy advantage, shield advantage. There's almost nothing they can do. They try and make a catch. It doesn't really matter. They've got Gligar in the back, so flipping switch there was kind of... I mean, we didn't really need alignment because they were ABA weak to, or super weak to Lanturn. So we take another sick match. Prevalent game. Now our backline really wants to avoid this. They swap in a Lanturn, so I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to do 5 and then bring in Mantine. I'm going to do 5 and then catch on the Lanturn. They bait with the Bubble Beam and I don't even care. I'm going to farm them all the way down. They can throw 5 Bubble Beams if they want. Now, safe swapping Mantine makes me think that they're weak ABB weak to Lanturn in the back, and they were trying to bait out Lanturn with this swap because Mantine is not a safe switch, right? I mean, maybe in retro, but if Lanturn exists, then you've completely walled. Now, I'm thinking Lanturn is good, so I'm gonna get out of here and just save my Lanturn. I couldn't save that energy because even though I was double debuffed or triple debuffed, because the switch clock wasn't up, and I swap into Obama and they're staying in. So yeah, Abomasnow core broke so many teams, and honestly, Lanturn also swept a lot of games. You just have to be very quick on your toes with this team and make sure that you building up energy and not wasting your shields on the mon that doesn't need it. You have to kind of find your win con and then decide. So here, I'm not exactly sure. I couldn't remember how much energy my Lanturn had, so I thought I'd just go into Lanturn and let them throw, and then Cress with the shield easily takes them out. But we got to the Thunderbolt. Dugong lead, and so again, this is not a great lead for Abomasnow, but I'm gonna farm up 7, and which is when Dugong reaches their Icy Wind or Joron is 5-4. And then we're gonna just catch that Icy Wind or Cress. Again, I know it's kind of bad to catch debuffing move, but Cress's job is to just soak energy, pull out something that we can get extra farm on that Lanturn doesn't want to see, and just do damage to it, maybe get a debuff. So our Abomasnow has an energy ball banked. We just need to now. Licky is a bit of a problem for everything on this team, but we're gonna get it low. They don't leave with too much energy here, which is perfect, right? So I'm gonna come in with a bomber. I know that their Dugong is dry, right? And Abomasnow can't eat a move from anything, so I'm going to shield this move, farm up till almost 100. I don't want to, in case I lost count, eat an energy body slam. So we're going to throw there, and they shield, so we're just going to throw a second one. If they want to give us the next shield, we'll probably outpace to the third as well. And I'm going to do exactly the same here. I'm going to farm up and catch Icy Wind on Lanturn, because I'm assuming that they're weak in the back, and if they're not, even debuffed Lanturn can manage this matchup perfectly. So they farm back up, which is good to be aware of, that their Dugong has a move, and they bring in Altaria, and in the zeros Altaria does win this. Actually in all even shields I think Altaria wins, but this is not a bad matchup for Lanturn, right? These Thunderbolts do quite a lot. They gave us so much energy even though we debuffed, and now I want them to take me out. Unfortunately they don't. I can't swap out in time. But yeah, I've got basically 100 energy. I don't think it's I do bait, because they built up energy, right? And then I should have thrown the energy ball here. Luckily, because of Shadow, Abomasnow just does insane damage. But yeah, even though now I'm debuffed, this energy ball will still KO. But yeah, bit of a misplay on my end. Knowing they had the move, I should have CMP'd it. So we get an insane lead here, and they're going to bring in Lanturn, which is not an answer to Abomasnow. And I just found that it's not worth baiting, honestly. This happens, right? People no shield it, and look at that. Abomasnow is going on an absolute tear. We're going to just shield this Thunderbolt because it would hurt, and they're obviously weak. So here we're going to do 5, and then we're just going to try and catch a Poison Fang on our Cresselia. We know Abomasnow is strong everywhere. I'll rather just, I'm a shield down, so we need to make sure that we have an energy advantage. I know Lanturn is fine anywhere as well, and I know they don't really want to bring their Dragonite into Cresselia. So saving the Dragonite there the Abomasnow is actually super clutch. We're not able, because I threw on such bad timing in the beginning, I didn't see the Dragon Tail. We're not able to get to the Moon Blast, but the opponent wasn't counting, so super psyched. I'm going to come in here and CMP. Definitely worth shielding this, right? We've got so much energy here, and yeah, Golbat's basically dry. It's on 1, I think, so we're just going to, Abomasnow did get Icy Wind now, but it's more expensive, right? And I think we don't care about debuffing people because we're kind of chopping and changing, jumping in and out of matchups, so the debuffs really don't count for a lot. here we see Talonflame, which is obviously insanely bad. So if I have to, I'm just going to sack Crest. One thing to note is I throw one Powder Snow just to get a little bit of a head start on Abomasnow. And that damage is not exactly negligible. They end up bringing their own Cresselia in here, down energy but up HP, so I think it's impossible to flip this. And you know, I would love to flip this because Lanturn on thing is amazing. And yeah, I didn't see that they were confusion in time, so they end up sneaking a full confusion, which doesn't help, but I don't think it hurt too much. So we're gonna have to shield. I'd rather not come out of this matchup without energy, because fun fact, Talonflame needs 3 Incinerates to KO Abomasnow. So again, we're going to do 1 and dip out because you don't take the damage. The damage only registers on the 4th turn, right? They're going to throw a fly, which I thought was really stupid until they bring in their own Lanturn. But what this does is it misaligns our switch clock. So I'm going to be able to, if I can get both shields down, bring in my Abomasnow and combo play with an energy ball. But I end up, you know, I'm already behind, so I end up trying to make a call on a bait. They end up not baiting, and yeah, I'm gonna not bait, and then I decide maybe I need to undercharge this, and I don't get any undercharge. And you're gonna see now, if I got one more Powder Snow, I think this energy ball takes out. So yeah, because it's 40%. So, but it's silly on my behalf. I should have known. Again, Mantine, I'm going to just do 5 wing attacks and try and catch an aerial ace on my Cresselia and see what it draws out. And this is actually kind of sick, because obviously Cress destroys Talonflame. I mean, Jesus, why can't I speak today? Frostlass destroys Cresselia, but it also destroys Obama. So to see it here is great. And now I'm not going to shield anything here, and they had to throw now, otherwise I reach a move, but they could have done one more and thrown on CMP. They also have really bad IVs, it seems, on their Frostlass, so I'm going to just bring in Lanturn and pray I get the farm out. They throw 6, so they're definitely an avalanche, but they full commit, and they bring in an Abomasnow, so Metachamp, so we know that our Lanturn is primed to sweep this game, right? We don't need a bomb at all, so I'm going to try and catch a dynamic punch on Abomasnow. If they full send it, all's well. They don't, and I've got energy here, so now we're just going to get a shield from them, which is also fine, right? I should have gone for the energy ball there because I don't make 2. Counters just absolutely tear through. They're almost 100%, like 95% bait here, but not worth it, right? Nothing Mantine does is going to hurt. So I think the Ice Punches probably hurt more than Aerial Ace anyways. We are going to farm this all the way down and basically come out with it. Yeah, they're going to try and swap out now, but their Mantine is dry, and we get to the Thunderbolt. Double Super Thick Thunderbolt is killing Mantine. Oh my god, and slapping the trainer that's using it. So, GG's. Credilli lead, another amazing lead for Abomasnow, obviously with shields. Abomasnow basically sucks without shields, it doesn't beat anything. But with shields, yo, it goes on, it's insane. So they know shield, and I'm like, fine. They can only win the Zeal shields probably. It's Stone Edge, which is amazing. And we found out they probably have an answer to this, and it's double. And I always forget double does fighting damage. So they do 2 double kicks on me before I get out of there, but we get lots of energy, right? And I bring in my Cress, and they bring in Altura, and this is fine. I would prefer if they shield these Moonblasts, because, you know, if I just give shields to my Lanturn, then we primed, and they do. So this is sick. I'm not even going to bait because it's not worth it. And I wasn't sure I was going to get to a move there, and they also not sure, so they end up throwing the Sky Attack, which is even sicker. Obama's going to come in here and just feast. I'm a bit slow on my swap here. I thought I'd shield that. It kind of makes no sense not to shield that. Anyways, we're just leaving this to Lanturn, right? yeah, bait there and they no shield, and then I full send the energy ball. Oh, because they have no shields. In the game, I was also baiting for no reason. But yeah, with the shield advantage, we're definitely taking out this Altaria. Easy. And GG's. Yeah, I saw a lot of Mantine, a lot of Altaria, quite a lot of Talonflame. Not many dragons. I saw a few Octobacks today, the day after playing these sets. Now recording it. Aurorus lead, and this is actually not good, but they end up swapping in a Mantine, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to throw 5 and catch, because that energy is super important later, and maybe it's not important because they just top left. Our first fire type leader. This is obviously, okay, well, we've had Talonflame, but Kanto, Ninetales, and they swap out, which is great, but there's no ways we can flip switch here. So yeah, if we got a debuff, it might help. And because K9 is actually, it's got the new move, what? Shifting Sands? Sneaky Sands? Something Sands? With 2 super effective on Lanturn. So I want to kind of get shields down here, and then, no, not down, but at least 1 shield. So I can, you know, just sweep with an energy advantage on Lanturn. Now I know Abomasnow is not useless, but basically useless here. So I'm going to just bring this in and try and throw, yeah, I'll throw on CMP. This is also not great, right? We have no energy, we have no advantage here. So we just have to hope there's something in the back that doesn't want to see, and this is fine, right? I'm going to bait with a surf, but I think 2 surfs would be enough anyways. Maybe a Thunderbolt and Sparks. Yeah, so I'm going to no shield this. They might bait, but I think Shifting Sands is going to do more anyways. Probably not, it probably does about the same. In comes the Ninetales, and we need to do 2 things here. Not get baited, and okay, we do the first thing. The second thing is we need to catch. And then the third thing is they need to not undercharge enough. Although it's double super effective and it's so squishy, we don't actually need to catch. We end up outpacing here, barely on like 5 HP. So Lanturn's just so thick. Lanturn's such a beast, just carrying me. Another great lead, and I'm gonna stay in. I think I do something stupid here and switch out. Yeah, I try and catch because I think everything we have is kind of good against Lanturn, but this would be resisted damage on Abomasnow, right? So because they're staying in, I'm kind of scared they're trying to catch. So I'm just gonna keep farming. So this energy I can try and use into something else that's weak. But they end up bringing in a Vigoroth, which is kind of crazy. Because this is not an answer to Cress. But, you know, we're low enough that it's fine. So, I've got a lot of energy on Obama, but I can't let it see this Vigoroth, right? And yeah, I probably should have just stayed in against Lanturn in the lead. But anyways, I can't remember how much farm Lanturn left with, but they threw 2 surfs. But I don't think they're dry. But we need to come out of this with energy. I'm going to throw 1 before they get to the Thunderbolt. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think I tried to catch. I think I just wanted to make a combo play. And they let it go. And it seems like the weirdest thing ever. Because Lanturn is going to 100% sweep this game. They basically have nothing for Lanturn anymore. So if you're the opponent there, okay, I guess if I baited them there, then this becomes even worse. So they try to call a bait to get an advantage, which maybe they needed. But that's why we don't bait, because so many people, I'd say like 50% of the people, the matches I had, people no shield the energy balls. I assume they were expecting the catch, the bait. Another insane lead. This is not actually insane. You only win if you shield. Actually, I lie. You outpace, so you'd win the zeros. So you win all evens, but you lose the 2s because the Dragon Breath just takes you out before you make it to 3. They bring in K9, and yeah, obviously this is a bit of an ABA weakness, but we don't care about Cresselia, and you're going to see, even though they get the attack debuff, which is not great, this should be a good matchup for K9, but we're going to force them out because, yeah, these Moonblasts are actually going to start adding up. We get the second debuff, and now they probably want to save their energy. If they don't, this is great. Any energy they throw here is energy that doesn't threaten Lanturn, and that's amazing. Then they do... I guess I hadn't revealed Grass Knot, but they shield a double debuff move, which... maybe it was a single debuff, but that doesn't make sense, right? They know I have a bomber with energy. So, I'm going to shield that because I need to get this low. A Weather Ball does about 40% to a Clodseye, which is super bulky, right? And it's a weak move. It just shows how, a bomber is mad. And now we're going to get to this move on CMP, which is sick. I kind of actually, I didn't want them to take me out, but they're going to just get more farm here on the bomber on Ninetales. But, I mean, I don't even think two Scorching. That's a Scorching Sand to take out. Oh my god, savage. We throw 3 fast moves and catch, and the opponent throws himself probably and his phone straight out the window. So that was sick. This is kind of how the games went. I felt like I was just in people's heads, because you do have to play with finesse to use this team. And so there's our 5-0. That's our games. If you do try out this team, let me know how it goes. If you have any replacements for Crest that aren't so ABA weak to fire, not that there are a lot of fire, but if you are seeing fire, you will struggle a bit. But if you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. I appreciate it a lot, and we'll see you in the next one.